Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Tech Focus Trending. Guys, please subscribe to my channel Tech Focus Trending. Today, I'm going to discuss about the concept of ReactJs. What is React Bootcamp. I'm going to do some kind of React Bootcamp. Complete all the coming videos. I'm going to keep under React Bootcamp, guys. So you can access all those ReactJs videos from basic to advanced level within this bootcamp playlist. This is the today's my concept is what is react.js. So react.js is a open source front-end javascript framework library. So it will basically has implemented initially was implemented by Facebook, guys. So react as Facebook application internally initially was developed with the react.js framework. So after that, react is a mainly with a component based architecture. If you see in the everything will be developed in the react.js framework, it comes under components. So whatever you develop as a within the react web, user interface or web application project, you can see all will comes as a components, one by one components, like it's a component based architecture. So if you know the front end MEC architecture, model view controller, the viewport is the front end layer where we have the all the front end code will be implemented. So React is comes under the view layer, guys. So in the model view controller architecture. So to develop this view layer, React is implemented on top of the JavaScript framework. So JavaScript is a in core concept to implement any React based applications, guys. To implement the React.js applications, so we need to have better understandings of the JavaScript concepts, all basic JavaScript concepts, guys. So if you already as a developer, front end developer, if you have good idea of the JavaScript framework, so you are good to go with React.js application implementation directly. But if you are a fresher or very new to the front end implementation, also you don't have basic good like basic idea of JavaScript, so I am suggesting don't go direct jump into the React.js application, guys. Don't jump into the React.js. So just you need to know first what is JavaScript and some other concepts, HTML, CSS, lot of Bootstrap, other concepts also there. But before that, so React is completely built on top of the JavaScript, guys. So just to have the basic idea on JavaScript and some of the JavaScript concepts, I will discuss more on those things in my later on. So those things, if you have, you can directly go for the React based implementation, guys. So React, what is React? React is mainly focusing on the what is responsive designs. Responsive and reactive designs means, so if you develop any React based web application or user interface, it needs to support both desktop based application along with the Android based, like mobile device, mobile needs to support with the mobile also. That is called as a reactive and responsive design. So it needs to fit into the both desktops along with mobile devices, whatever it is, Android or iOS. So it needs to support different kind of layouts, either desktop or mobile devices. That kind of implementation, reactive implementation will provide by the React.js, guys. So there is a concept React Native also there to support all these mobile, Android, and iOS devices. So those things we'll discuss later on these videos, guys. So today I'm just giving brief idea what is React and what are the prerequisites, pre-knowledge to before moving on to the React. Guys, what are the prerequisites to know to develop React.js applications? So anyone are coming as freshers or new to the React, so they need to know basic understandings of the prerequisites, some of the prerequisites to learn React, guys. So I'm discussing those things in my this this video. Check this slide. You can see a lot of 6 essential prerequisites to learn React. So in this, I have provided 6 essential concepts what are required to basic understanding of the these concepts to learn React effectively. So here I have highlighted two concepts. First, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and ES6. So these what why I highlighted these two. These two are the main core concepts to know before moving on to the React, guys. because HTML is a main templating framework, guys. Here, if you are creating any React.js based applications, you need to have basic understanding of the HTML, because our layout design is completely defined with the React based layout design will completely defined based on the HTML tags. So all the headers, footers, tags, different of flags, sidebars, navigations, everything will comes under a layout, React layouts. If you comes to the React components, you can understand those. Those will be before implementing those. We need to have better understand HTML. So those concepts will comes under HTML, and some of the styling concepts, styling sheets, whatever the beautify our web application or user interface. We need to have CSS selector, CSS, lot of some other box models, some other concepts are there in the CSS, cascading style sheets. You need to know all those things within our before moving to the React also, guys. Also, I already told before, we need to have good understanding of JavaScript concepts. What are the JavaScript, different JavaScript fundamental concepts we need to know. I will discuss those things in the next slides. And also ES6, ECMS script, 6 or 7 or 8, whatever, 5 versions, 2015, before it is a 5 version. Those things also we need to know all these literal concepts like let, constant, variable declarations and all, ECMS script 6. So also we need to run our React application. To build our React applications, we need to have npm packages like Node Package Manager, where we can install our Node modules to run our React applications, to start our React applications, guys. Those we'll discuss okay, next slides. Also JSX, this is one of the concept of inside our React implementation. Also Babel or compiler, Babel compiler, guys, to compile our HTML of Java inside whatever the HTML code writing inside the JavaScript, to make it compile and understand the browser understandable format by using this Babel component, guys. Babel library. It will convert the all the HTML code into JavaScript artifacts, along with Bootstrap. Bootstrap also I already told media code. Some of the media code is some containers and rows, and this kind of third-party code is to beautify the user interfaces, guys. So some these again Git and CLI. Git is again a repository, central repository, where some of the within the team we are developing all React-based applications. We need to share the some guys is developing some layout, other guys is developing some other components. We need to keep all our code into some central repository and access that code and do our modification, and again keep it to the same place, guys. This is central repository where you can access Git or SVN or CVS, different kind of central repositories based on the organizations. Also command line interface, where we can build our npm node package managers, npm modules like all node install, node start, like npm start and npm build and all we can do with the command line interface, guys. So coming to the concept one by one. See here in the slide, I'm explaining about what I'm showing the same. So what are the prerequisites? HTML and CSS. This is the main core concept, core pillar to build our React based web applications, guys. HTML and CSS I already told earlier. The same way, if you go to the what are the concepts, what are the basic understand concepts we need to know within the HTML, like semantic HTML tags. Already told header, navigations. You can see it within the image as shown here. Header, navigation, contents, sidebar, widgets, articles, footers. These are the semantic HTML tags to know before moving to the React, because we are developing React layout, guys. While you're creating any web application or UI interface is by using React. So this kind of layout will design header, footers, navigation bars, and sidebars and all. So these things will come, it comes as a HTML tags. Also, there is a HTML5 features we know: storage, local storage, and session storage. What is the local storage? It's kind of a what is window dot local storage. It will keep our, like how we can keep our cookie data within the Chrome browser itself. It will store this in the same way. Local storage and session storage will work. Keep the data in the if you want permanent storage of data, we will go with the local storage. If you want only a session, within the session we need to store some data, we can go with the session storage, guys. So these are HTML concepts, guys. HTML5 or whatever latest versions. So we need to have basic understanding of these HTML concepts. Along with we need to know CSS, cascading style sheets, all the to beautify our web application, whatever we implemented with React components, to provide some styling concepts, style sheets and all. We can go with the CSS selectors, box models, and also some for the, as I told. Initially, responsive designs, reactive designs to implement. We need some media queries, some other concepts, stuff of Bootstrap concepts. Those will come under Bootstrap that we'll discuss in the Bootstrap module, guys. So these are the CSS skills we need to know, we need to have before moving into the uh, React implementations, guys. So I'm going to the next slide with the JavaScript. So I already told what are the prerequisites in the JavaScript we need to know. So JavaScript basic fundamentals. So we need to, while writing React components, we are writing component is a kind of a function, guys. So with this JavaScript function, how we know in the JavaScript we have functions and some of the arrow functions with the lambda kind of syntax. So this is the function declaration. The same kind of function declaration while declaring our component in the React we'll use, guys. So to know this kind of JavaScript functions, so it will be easier to our implementation next level of component based architecture of the React, guys. Also, template literals, one of the concept in the JavaScript literals, like we're doing this kind of a string concatenation, guys. So instead of using plus operator to concatenate like hello world, hello plus world, we'll instead of concatenating the string with a plus operator, JavaScript is providing some kind of a special expression that is like dollar braces. Using this dollar braces, we can avoid the use of plus operator. It will JavaScript will replace the value with this by writing this expression, guys. And moving on to the next slide. So this and some other JavaScript fundamental concepts like logical and arithmetic kind of operators. What is that? And or ternary operators to write some of the conditions within our code. We're writing some condition checks. And operator. We'll use some end operator or operators, ternary operators to write our if conditions and some other conditional checks. We go with this conditional operators, guys. Also, with there is a array methods. We do when we are dealing with a bunch of list of data or collection of data. We need to use some of the methods. Those JavaScript array methods: dot map, filter, reduce. So these are the JavaScript methods to deal with the collection or list of data, guys. Within you need when it comes to know these concepts later in our React component based applications. So better to know more about these concepts: map, filter, and reduce within JavaScript. You can refer all the JavaScript tutorials, guys, so we can get more idea on these JavaScript concepts. Also, we have promises, async, await, import, export. So async, await, again, this is the dealing with Ajax calls, guys. When you are calling with any REST controller in the backend side, so we have integrate our React-based application with any REST API to get the fetch that some user data, some account data. So we were making some Ajax calls. So we will make through async or await. These are the HTTP calls, guys, where you're making backend calls within the controllers. We'll use this async await and promise as a response object. Also, we'll use import export within our component implementation, guys. We'll import all the JavaScript, whatever the React libraries with the use of import and export our component also, guys. So we go to the next slide. ES6, a little ECMA script. So this is like we create all the JavaScript variables. We have a concept called JavaScript variables. So we where the where concept like in the JavaScript where we can have ES6 or ES7 whatever latest versions. We have let and constant variables. Okay, declaring the variables let and constant, arrow functions, default parameters, maps, sets, getter and setters. These kind of ES6 features we need to know basic understanding of these concepts. That is very helpful too while implementing our React applications, guys. So I'm moving to the next concept. I'm not digging all these concepts. It's very vast concept, big concept to discuss more, guys. ES6 and all, load everything. This is again already told initially. JSX. JSX is a JavaScript. JSX again a JavaScript XML based concept, guys. So we what you say like JSX again here we're writing HTML code inside our JavaScript. Like we are concatenating both JavaScript HTML equal to JSX means we are we use there is a in the React while creating React components we need to have some somewhere we need a support we have more support to from the to write our HTML code inside the JavaScript code JavaScript, right? JavaScript, guys. That time we can use this JSX files, JSX concept. So here we can see some of the example I have created in the left side is this JSX element with the let variable JSX element. The right side I have created the HTML div. So this is the left as well JS and right side I'm using HTML. So this is kind of concept of JSX, guys. So converting both JS and HTML within the same file. So that will support that will as comes as a JSX. So this is again a big concept in our React based applications. And we have one more concept you need to know, Babel. Babel is again a JavaScript compiler, guys, to compile our all HTML based HTML code, whatever we're writing in the HTML code inside our JavaScript files into JavaScript artifacts to understand the browser, to understand the browser more. So the Babel will compile our all HTML code and make it a browser understandable format, guys. This is kind of ECMS script, guys. So ES6 will support this kind of compilations. Yes, and so now moving to the next slide. Bootstrap. What is the Bootstrap? Bootstrap, I already told initially itself. Bootstrap is like again beautifying our user interface. Whatever we implemented our, we created all the React UI components. It's normally with the based help of React and JavaScript. But we want to show you our user interface more beautiful. So we use the Bootstrap concepts, all container, row, call, some media queries and animations. Lot of other concepts we'll use to make our website or whatever app, it will be more beautiful by using this Bootstrap, guys. So again, Bootstrap also big concept to know the styling side, guys. So I'm moving into the next slide. So this is a Git and CLI. Al initially told Git is again a central repository when we are developing our React-based application within a team. We have multiple number of team members are there. All are developing it, their codes and they are moving their code. They can't keep their code within the local. They'll move their code into the central repository where anyone can access from anywhere over the internet within this central repository. They can do their modifications and keep it again and coming back to the Git, guys. So this is central repository where you can access our code and can do some modification and again keep it back to the central Git, guys. Again, there is some other Git, SVS, CVN based on organization. They can use different version, different central repositories. And again, CLI already initially told CLI is command line interface where we can build our React based applications. NPM install, NPM build, NPM start the to start our React application. NPM start, we can use different commands. So this is a CLI, guys, command line interface to build our React applications. So moving into the next slide. So here, this is, guys, this is the basic overview of React.js. So I just given here just a brief understanding what is React, and before more directly jumping onto into the React.js implementation, what must anyone needs to know? What is if you are new to the Java front end side, or we have basic idea of front end side, better to know all these prerequisites, whatever six things I have provided here. To know all these things, it will be very helpful while developing your React based applications, guys. If you have basic idea, good understanding already, you can directly jump into the React.js. But whoever don't know much on this, don't have much knowledge before JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and some of ES6, Bootstrap, and all, they can go through these things, at least basic understanding, get basic understanding, and move on to the React, guys. That will helpful to implement your React application more easy way. So that's it, guys, for the today. And I'm going to explain in my next video. I'm going to provide JavaScript fundamentals, what are the basic fundamentals required to implement React. Already given some brief understanding here. I will provide more details with some snippets, code snippet, and with the next video with the JavaScript fundamentals, guys. That's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel, Tech Focus Training. Thank you. Bye.